Welcome to the ALTPAULSIVE podcast, the #1 podcast in the OFL. Today, we will be having a special guest on to talk about the Mexico City Aztecs and the future of their squad in the OFL. So without further ado, thanks to Dairy State Entertainment, we would like to bring to you episode 3 of the ALTPAULSIVE podcast. And welcome to episode 3 of the ALTPAULSIVE podcast. We have our guest today. First up, head coach of the Mexico City Aztecs, ASTROworldmike. Mike, come on out here, man. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and our second guest, alongside ASTROworldmike, we have the Mexican Mamba himself. Be smart, come on out here, man. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you. Pleasure's all mine.
Yeah, help yourself, man. Help yourself.
Pleasure to have you. All right.
How's she already at my house?
All right. Let's get into our first topic today with Mike. As getting head coach, what were your thoughts on your first drafts? How did it go for you?
I thought it went great at first, and then the player I drafted turned annoying, and it's a terrible player, a terrible pick. I did trade away the #1 pick though, for
I honestly had to
2
agree with
picks, bro.
that. My fault. I'll mute my mic.
It was a
Chill
terrible
podcast.
draft in my opinion.
Who did you draft?
Exercise.
Oh, that would not be a really good pick, in my opinion. Did you get anyone else out the draft or just him?
I got Blessa. He's my OCFA player when I head coach in OCFA. He's a product. He's not going to start this next season.
Transitioning from OCFA to OFL head coach. What was your first taste like in the OFL? Is it completely different from OCFA, in your opinion?
Yes.
What are the
in OFL, you have to play. In OCFA, you can train the players and recruit the best players. But in OFL, there's always going to be friend teams. So in OFL, you're going to have to stick your best players out. What can I say? You have to get involved so you can get the good players. And I didn't do that the first season. That's why I'm 0-4 right now.
you can't really stick with your friends. You have to cut people off. I feel.
Yeah.
Now, our guest here, Besmart, has been traded to the Freedom, I believe. Was it the Freedom?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on that trade? How did it go down?
Well, what I told Mike was, I was like, man, if our quarterback, aka Jax, aka the one and only DB Hunters, is not gonna start trying, I want to get the fuck out of it. I told him right to his face on Discord call. I said Mexico's finest cannot save the Aztecs, bro. I actually feel bad for leaving the Aztecs. I'm sorry, Kirikali. I know me and you wanted to be in the end zone one time, but shit ain't happening. That's all I gotta say. I really like Mike. I like him as a person. I like him as a coach. I know he tries his best, but I told him if everything goes well next season, because I'm supposed to quit because of my dog, shit like that, it gets surgery. I might sell my PC, but if we could do good on business, I might not quit, but it's probably I will. I told Mike if I don't quit, I'll join you if you bring a good QB that wants to try. I actually like Mike because he's actually really good. He's a good coach and player. Well, not player. He's actually pretty ass. I carry him every game, scrim, and I don't know. It's like in school, the one side of the table, a bunch of hood rat. No, I'm playing. It's just a bunch of pack offs in BC. I feel bad, and then Mike gets packed, and then Mike's like, "Fuck you," and he's like, "Okay."
So would you say that the chemistry of the Aztecs is a big part of why they're not performing as good as?
Oh hell no! It's everything, bro. Everything's a problem with the Aztecs. Besides Mike. Mike's doing his job.
Let me join in here. Axter was my head coach season 27, I believe, on the Rams. And that season 2017, he got fired. And it's basically the same exact team when JB got head coach that first season. So, yeah.
Bunch of screaming. All I gotta say.
So you didn't learn from that experience when getting head coach yourself and moving
Well, the
on?
thing is, they're all my friends, so I'm gonna let them have their last season. This is their last season in OFL.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's crap, bro.
So basically, the future of OFL is already leaving. You say?
No, not no future. What the
I
heck?
feel like what OFO should know from Mike is that he tries his best every game. Like he takes this shit seriously. And I hope Air Gamer, you're watching this. Like, you're a fucking bitch. I hate you. No, I'm trolling. Hey, Air, I'm just kidding. Air, I don't hate anyone in this game, but you get them. You low key get mad at me for no reason. I don't even know. He tried to get me suspended, but yeah,
Beast Boy,
like
you
I
got
told
yourself
Mike, I
suspended.
listen. I'm not suspended, bro. I was doing some official business for testing high dive.
This
But we
morning.
won't get there to that topic. Like, I hope Mike run the team. Basically, I hope him with everything. I hope him draft. Well, I didn't tell him to draft that shitty ass player, Expacies, whatever his name is. Like, one guy I told him to draft was that one dude that who's that one dude I told you to draft, Mike. That one Naruto guy. Milano, free safety. Like I thought we could draft him, but drafted a shitter.
So you're gonna. So you're basically saying that the trade was a business decision and not a personal decision.
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit was that was all business, bro. I couldn't deal with that team.
The reason Beast Smart didn't get traded quicker is because he was suspended because he wants to test out high dive when he won't let OFL do their job.
Hey, chill. We don't gotta get into all that, man. We don't gotta get into all that. All we gotta know is
Zyro
our
can take
business.
my word. I put him on the trade block since week 2.
Hey! How many times did Zyro DM you to get me on that team? I said, fuck no. I told that team.
No.
I told Mike myself, I'm not getting on the team with Plunga. I told him myself, I said, I'm not getting on the team with that weird ass kid Plunga.
I think you were the one getting traded. No, I think Plunga was the one getting traded for you.
Ooh,
Oh hell yeah!
the
Then
plot thickens.
I would have said no either way. Now we're the GBB colors. Hold on, I gotta get my food. Be right back.
You gotta get that GBB pride. All right. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic here. We got the 0-4 start for the Aztecs. How did that go? How did that go to shit?
Well, week 1 we were doing pretty good, pretty solid against the Dragons. It was like 28-28. And then it just went downhill from there. JB tried to throw a ball away and it got intercepted. And it just went downhill from there. Everybody started packing each other, arguing. It's been like that every week since. That's why we've been getting blown out.
Who did you face weeks 2 and 3?
Week 2, I think I played Sky Kings.
Oh, that's not a good week 2 to recover.
And then week 3, I played Rams. And then I just played
Not good
Omaha.
either. You got a hard schedule in your first season.
Yeah. And then I play these next 4 weeks. I play Spartans, Snowhawks, Jackrabbits, Warriors.
Yeah, it's not gonna go well, I believe.
All right, I'm back.
Going forward, you're gonna need a quarterback. Are you gonna stick with JB or are you gonna make a change?
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna stick with JB for this season.
obviously during the game you made a change, or did he make it himself?
Let's just say the atmosphere changed when Yachi was at quarterback. First drive, touchdown. What can I say? Oh,
Yeah,
hello?
she's a rookie.
So next season you said you're gonna this is all their last season. No FL.
Yeah,
What's your
I'm
plans
getting a
for
whole
next
new
season?
squad next season.
Any
Yeah,
like
on the
idea?
lookout for that.
You have any?
Hilarious HD.
Ooh,
Yo!
Hilarious HD. All right,
I'm
okay.
gonna say that.
That's if he doesn't get head coach for GBB, of course.
One of the cutest streamers in OFL. He will be joining astroworldmike's team. Yes, sir.
What I think the Astros need to change is everything. Like I told Mike by week 2, JB doesn't care if he gets traded, bro. You want to make the move now. If you're not, I might just want to leave. And
Now, what would you think? What would you think? And I hate to bring the Blizzard into this, but what if JB got traded to the Blizzard? How do you think the Blizzard would perform after if he were to go there?
S.
All right, listen.
JB needs a good team that's around him, and he'll do good. He'll perform with whatever you put
Listen.
around him. If you put around average players, he's gonna perform average. If you put star players with him, he's
Superstars.
gonna put up great superstar numbers. It's just gonna be like that.
Listen, man. Okay, listen. Let's do a little role play here. Imagine I'm JB on the team with Zyro. All right, Mike. Ask me a question. Like, tell me, do something. Tell me something that, like you would ask JB in a game.
What?
No, like just say, like imagine I'm JB and you're like
Ask
asking
him
me a question
ask
about
him
the
to
game
run
I'm
a
saying.
Okay.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Come on, run the
Team's
ball. Run the
ass.
ball. Run the ball.
No, we're not running. We're not running. This team ass. Can't do anything here. Nah, I'm trolling, bro. I love JB, bro. Nigga, that's my bro.
What?
That's my nigga. JB's my
JB,
bro.
when I had JB at quarterback on the Rams, he was getting so much hate because he had never like started a whole season at quarterback or something like that. Like he only started like 2 games before as like a backup. And I remember him when I made a promise to him that when I got hired at head coach for the Rams, he would be my starting quarterback, and he was. And he ended up dropping like 59 points on the Bruisers, and even then people were still trying to say that he wasn't like the future or something like that. Like he still wasn't a good quarterback or something like that. So I don't know. It just seems like I think that's another thing that drives a lot of people from OFL, or just, you know, they don't want to have any motivation, is just because the unnecessary hatred that players get just for like being new to a position or something like that. So
That's exactly right.
yeah.
The people on my team can really not care about OFL. They can live without that. But
Except me.
it's
except
basically
me.
because people in OFL are weird. Y'all basically know that they're weird as hell. This is their life. They can't get off the game.
I'm addicted to that shit.
Yeah, for example,
But,
we got a
yeah.
NoFL polls every day and every night.
I cared about like winning, because I told him if I don't win, I don't want to ring. What did I play for? I play for fun. Yeah, not starting, not having fun. Like, I get Roblox is made to have fun, but you want to win too. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to just be shit and have fun. Like, that doesn't combine. Shit and fun does not combine in one sentence. Winning and fun does. And that's what I told Mike. But now with the freedom, basically just losing a game, and I'm coming back after we beat that one dude Alyssa girl what's his name, boyfriend, Alyssa girl boyfriend, what's his name, Alyssa girl
What?
boyfriend, no, Alyssa girl's boyfriend, that one dude on Columbia, just DC, who's that one dude, the crack brothers, who what's her name, who the crack brothers,
I have no idea, bro.
you don't know who the crack brothers are, the Creek brothers, whatever that is?
Oh, the
Frog-
Creek. Oh,
Creek brothers, yeah.
Wood Creek?
Like Coke,
Yeah, him, the ginger.
Cokebergs?
No. Wood
No,
crab.
no, Creek. The Creek brothers.
Oh,
Oh, Night Creek, Wood Creek.
Oh yeah, Night Creek or Wood Creek.
Wood.
He said the
That's
ginger.
Aiden.
He said
That's
he said the ginger one. I don't know which
Wait,
one's the
that's
ginger.
him?
Jackson Cohen?
You didn't see the photo?
Jackson Collins.
No. Hey, speaking about Jackson Collins, fuck you, dude. I'm glad you're on this. I'm glad you're on the Aztecs. Fucking scaring me out of my goddamn fucking mic.
Now,
I won that fucking giveaway. I gave him my address, and he didn't give me my fucking mic. He said scam, noob. LOL.
Wait, he
XD,
actually scammed. Wait, like the giveaway, he didn't actually give it away?
No, he didn't.
Oh, snap.
yeah.
Oh shit, let me team that to Ghost Pal real quick.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Ghost Pal.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, just yeah.
Mike, at head coach,
Question.
you go in a positive mindset, and is your mindset still positive?
Well, I know the
it's
season's
not.
over with for me, so not really. I'm just trying to focus on
No,
next season.
it was
at
not
this point.
positive at all. I remember first game, he was like, actually, could we play the clip on the video? Actually, we could.
Yeah, we
I
need to
mean,
play a
I mean,
clip, bro.
I can play it. I can put it on.
We need to play a clip.
Yeah, so I remember the first game. This dude Mike, he got mad at some dude named Season 28 Sean or whatever.
Are you
And,
dumb? He's going
you could
for
just
the
tell
first.
Mike
That's
was
easy. You see this man is rolling, and
screaming
you
out
see
of
that
his
nigga's right
lungs.
there.
Actually, look
Screaming,
at
he's
me.
like,
I
I have
sent
king,
you
I
it.
hit or I have
Yeah,
Like,
I have the clip pulled up right now.
yeah, you're on forever,
Hey,
dude. Behind you, KK, get on. That's what he kept saying. I was like, hey, psych coach right there.
Or the, come on.
John, drop.
Yeah, that dude's
Oh my
off.
God.
Oh my, oh
He
my
got mixed out of the
God.
suits, and I shook him up forever.
Okay, yeah, you're
He
off
DM'd
forever,
me.
bro.
And he was
Bro.
like,
Get off the
trade
There's
me.
always
Drop.
John, there's always
Oh my
Exactly.
bro.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
I'm not that guy. No, I'm trolling.
You know,
Like,
I got another question. When you got head coach, how much DMs did you get from a lot of players trying to join your team?
A lot.
A lot. Like how? What's a lot? Like flooded?
Yeah.
Because when I got
99 plus.
when I got head coach, my DMs were flooded.
99 plus. As soon as they announced it. Well, they didn't announce they didn't ping me, but they put astroworldmike. And as soon as that happened, like 99 people DM me. It said 99 plus.
And you couldn't really
So I just marked them all as red.
Yep.
Now, I have a follow-up question. How many of those people did you like reject, and then they went on and like would talk crap about your team or talk shit about your team?
Well, like I said, I marked them all as red, so I basically really don't know. I don't
Okay.
really know how many people talk shit about it.
Mm.
But I can place a bet that a few did, if I looked at them.
Because I just say no, then like I just get random hate because I don't allow people on my team. Well, I will allow them on my team, but I'll trade them because like they don't want to cooperate.
Pyro, bro, like, I feel like what you should have done, a head coach, like, I know you bought a new PC and new monitor for Roblox.
No, like I needed it for school because my Mac is slow. I couldn't do school on that.
I just want to tell you something, bro. Like, if you just wanted to play quarterback, you should have brought one superstar, like a superstar player that could be able to force every play.
He
Like,
has
that
a
could have.
superstar. He already has it.
I have video you.
Who
This
the
morning.
fuck is that?
He's sitting right next to you.
Is that has to be Zignation on us all? What's a good Zig? That's Zignation, bro. Zig. Nah, I don't know who the hell BDOU is, bro. Yeah, I'm honestly being truthful here. Like,
Is that
I
the
just
dude
don't
that
know
was
who the
putting up numbers?
Yeah, the number one,
Numbers
the
on
number one, the
numbers.
number one receiver in the OFL.
Like, I'm
He's
just
right
being
next to
honest,
you.
bro. Let's don't. Since we're on a podcast, I feel like what the league should do next season is hire either Tom the Noob at head coach. I'm just being honest.
You think Tom the Noob should come back?
As what? No, not head coach. I mean commissioner.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
I brought this up on
Yeah.
the last episode of the podcast. What would you guys think of OFL changing into 3-minute quarters instead of 5-minute quarters? Would it help the game out?
Yes, because yesterday we had a 2.5 hour game because we had some dude named Camo roughing our game. It took like an hour and a half to get past the first half. So it'd be quicker. That'd be much better. And it would be high scoring games would be gone.
Yep, and
I'm just being honest,
I
and I
think that
think-
clock management would be a big thing for OFL. Ever since Ventrix left, I haven't really seen clock management be a thing.
I would just rather 3-minute quarters because these things take so long. The ref department is dying. It's gonna kill the league eventually.
I feel like one of the best upcoming leagues right now is ASFL, ASG's league. I feel like it's properly ran by King Curry and ASG. I feel like they should be like their gameplay takes longer, but you can tell everything runs smoothly. And OFL being the top league like that, I just don't see them like being better than ASFL in a few years. Like next year, like next season of OFL, they're probably all gonna convert to ASFL. Just being completely honest, it just depends how the ownership goes. If I see Era Gamer commissioner, I like. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. But I feel like someone like Tom the Noob or even Ghost Pilot should be commissioner, and like someone like Privates or Patrick's should be DOJ. Like they just got you suspended today. Being honest, correct?
Mm.
Hello.
I mean, Ethan Wake, he's kind of busy in real life. I'm assuming. I don't really know his personal life or anything like that, but I think we could see a replacement in the coming seasons, especially for
Well,
Adam 44. I haven't really seen much action from him either. He just comes out of nowhere and says
nah, he
stuff.
does so much stuff. Like Ada does so much stuff behind. Like he does a lot of good stuff for the
I
league.
feel like
Adat
that's
does
just-
do a lot of stuff. Like Adat doesn't come public with what he does, but I know he does a lot of work. Like I've DM'd him about.
About what, Mike? Like me? Some about
No.
like how good I was, or
No, just keep talking. Be smart.
Yeah, so that's just my take on the league. Like, I feel like comp is okay. Like, well, not like shitty hires. Mike is not a shitty hire. He's developed him.
All right. Last topic. OCFA. What do you see the future looking like in OCFA in your?
That thing is dead in the next 5 seasons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, heard you, Mike. Heard you.
Dang.
You see the head coaches they hire?
Give it
It's
5
terrible.
seasons.
I give it 5 seasons, and
Yeah,
nothing's
what do you
gonna be
guys
good
thoughts
about
on
it no
it?
more.
Give it.
What do you
You
guys
give it.
think?
You
What do
give
you
it
guys
5 or less, but less than 5.
5. 5.
5 on the dot, exactly.
Yeah, on the dot.
Okay.
Like, look, I ran the draft these past 2 seasons, right?
I'm gonna
I'm gonna give y'all some numbers, okay? I'm gonna give y'all some numbers. Let's see.
Do you think they should add the WASD dash,
Fuck is that?
No.
where you have to press WASD as fast as you can in 10 seconds?
Yeah.
So like like they could test like the dexterity, like how good they are at mixing and stuff.
What the fuck? I know if Inhike says that shit, he's gonna take longer than 20 seconds.
Exactly. So do you think if Inhikes had a bad WASD dash time, he wouldn't have been taken high as he was if he was ever drafted?
I mean, no one even has that shit on any team. I think he's on like one shitty team.
Alright, you wanna know how? I'm gonna tell y'all some draft numbers real quick, right?
So that was Mike. So that was Jamar.
So running the draft these past 2 seasons, there was 92 receivers in this season 29 draft. 92. I wonder how many of those were aughts. 24.
24
Damn.
were
Oh.
all-
Holy shit!
Damn.
24 of them were aughts.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
How do you think
OCFA is
find
just
them?
gonna turn into an alt league.
Yep, as we can see,
Shit, we gotta get fun.
the quarterback
and then-
the quarterback competition's kind of low. So me and
You
Will,
wanna know how many free safeties signed up for this?
me and Will
You are not
took
wrong.
2 free safeties signed up.
What?
2 free safeties.
Oh,
Shout out to the OCFA though, cause like OCFA, they realize defense is not a thing anymore, so they all just want to show off at wide receiver, and I don't blame them. They
Yeah.
want to show off at QB too.
198 people signed up for the draft, and about 40 of them were alts.
Do you think the reason that these draft classes have been so bad is because people just want to show out? Is that safe to assume?
You can say that.
Where do you guys see the league going in 5 years? 5 weeks?
years. It's not gonna be here. Huh?
I mean, how many seasons? How many seasons to OFO guys?
Through 3.
OFO, it's not gonna be alive for much longer.
How long is OFL going to be live? I don't know, man. Honestly, I think
I give it this school year, and then it's gonna be done.
I feel like if there is going to be a new commissioner, that'll be a huge factor.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that man's gonna become a state. That's gonna become a state trooper.
The problem with that is new commissioner. Who's gonna be a new commissioner? There's no new
Ghost
OCFA
Pilot.
commissioner. There's nobody that can run OCFA.
What are your thoughts
Ghost
on
Pilot-
Jamal doing
Ghost
about
Pilot's
this?
gonna
Jamal doing
graduate,
about that?
so Jamal at OCFA commissioner?
Yes.
No, he's doing what he can.
That's
He's doing
Isaiah.
what he
Isaiah's the
can.
commissioner. That one dude.
I
The
look
guy
at
who
the-
hangs out with that one girl I got next.
I'm looking at OCFA. I just don't see that like looking clean at all. Looks like a mess. Like the media
I
stuff
feel like
is a mess.
I feel like the league.
That stuff.
I feel like the league should recognize people like Chaos Brownie and Mike. How much they care about OFL. You see, people like N Hikes. Where will we be without him? And people like Chaos Brownie knowing so much information about OFL. Like, if you ask me who was the #1 pick of last year, I would say I don't know. Probably my old.
Look, so you know how I think you should fix OCFA.
Who even was the first overall pick?
First overall pick.
It was yellow, I think. That one dude.
Yeah, it was yellow.
Yellow?
Yellow 23. Yeah.
Is that all?
Nah. But you wanna know how I
Okay.
think you could fix OCFA?
What's up, Mike? What you got?
Let the head coaches play for like 2
Oh,
quarters. Then they're
interesting.
actually
Piggy.
bringing people they want to. They
Piggy
wanna
post
play
on
with.
that QB. 7-inch throne.
See now, what I think we need to do, and I did this with my old OCFA teams, is we would scrimmage OFL teams and we would get demolished. And I think the reason that OCFA is getting a lot less competitive is because these players, they haven't been humbled yet. They haven't been told that, they haven't been like shown that like you guys are not good. Like as soon as you step into OFL, you are going to do horrible. I think it takes, you know, there needs to have that little bit of hard nosed like mentality of like as soon as you get into OFL, like you're free game. Like you're just gonna be hunted down. You're not actually gonna play. Like the only time you'll ever play is if you can show that you can go up against other OFLers, which most of the time is not the case. Like some of these OCFA players just kind of die out and they kind of just leave the league because they realize that they'll never get to play because they aren't at that much of a level.
The problem with that is it's the majority of the league is drop downs that are actually good. So you have no first season, second.
Like I feel bad honestly because like a bunch of head coach hires in OFL, they don't give a fuck who you are. They don't give a fuck about your history about OFL. Like they don't give a fuck how good you are actually. Like if you ask like some people like have you ever gotten a chance besides being a drop down? They're like no, because a bunch of teams are friend teams and that's true. And that's the sad part about OFL. No one gets the fair chance unless you have connections. Oh, my mom's calling me, but I'll continue in a second.
I think that what you call it? What was I gonna say?
He's not wrong.
I think you
No,
should.
like,
I
okay,
think
I'm
you
back.
allow. I think you should allow.
Let me finish.
I think people who want a
Okay,
quarterback
yeah.
that are in OFL should be allowed to drop down and head coach in OCFA as the quarterback. Like make OFL head coaches in OCFA, and they can be allowed to play and develop the people around them.
But what I remember,
Hey,
They can
Let
start
them
doing that,
actually
bro.
win and listen.
Hey, let
be
me
smart,
continue.
hush. Be smart. Shut up. Be smart. Shut up.
I'm little nigga.
So,
Okay.
along with the let head coaches play, the head coaches are going to be bad in OCFA, so they're going to take time and actually develop those players, so their team is actually good. That's going to help OCFA.
Who the
with
fuck is
competition.
Kaden? You might get you some, bro.
Be smart. You gotta speak to them, bro. You gotta be like, hey, listen, we're in a podcast right now.
Just call him a noob.
no, but like, I saw someone in the OFL. They brought up an idea of like, OCFA players get like a mentor to help them develop and something like that. You did that? Yeah, Zyrol came up with that idea, and it's been getting a lot of attention. Like a lot of people, they were open to that. So I don't know. That might be a good idea.
I have a huge idea. I told Jamal this in a VC. I said, if you want to save, hey, bro, you can't hire retards a head coach. Like I'm looking at one of these hiring, STK Josh, the fat ass nose kid, he's fat as fuck. He hired him.
Yeah,
He hired him for no.
that's the problem. They're hiring people that are notorious for alt team. So there's definitely alts on the teams.
And then I look at another one. Piggy the Avenue. It is fucking trash. Hold on, I got one more. Killfed. I have one more. I have one more. Let me finish. I have one more. Lord Suno. Killfeds. This dude was alting last season. One more. And look. Zyro got caught on Killfed. Did he even know? Did Killfeds even know?
No, but I can tell you he was actually a good coach. He was like getting his team riled up and all that.
Welcome to.
He was like actually
Listen, man.
he determined to win the game.
He's blacklisted from head coaching anyways. He's blacklisted from OFO. He altered like 7 times in that league because he can't get on any team. Like that's the problem with OFL too.
People like
Cheers.
Austin because
Oh,
the
yeah.
competition is so easy. That's the reason.
They probably all because they don't got a chance. Like if I had the chance to all and just say I quit and I died on this account, I could have just say, "Hey guys, I got into a car accident. I'm quitting forever." And I just have a different account. I don't do that because I'm not weird. I don't have that much time.
Would you guys do would you guys participate in an OFL like fantasy draft, or would you or do you
Fuck
prefer
no.
the
What the fuck am I gonna draft?
No, fantasy draft would not work because you have the friend teams and the people that are gonna want to go to the friends.
What the
would
fuck am
not
I gonna
work.
draft? Reaver?
Well, because what would happen is people would get drafted and then they would immediately request a trade to like their friend's team or something like that.
The only way I see that is that there's no trades for a season. There's nothing for a
That
season.
would-
You
now
just
that would
stay
be
on that
interesting.
team.
Have you guys seen what ASFL does every season though? Like
no?
Yeah,
they
fantasy
do-
draft it.
Yeah, they do that, but it's actually ran well because no one's like dumb. Like if you have Reaver get drafted by say Naziami, like you're obviously gonna ask for a trade, bro. I wouldn't want to play with him either. Just being honest.
I think that's
Unless he has,
interesting though. Like if we did like a fantasy draft for one season, no trades, no signing. I mean, yeah, you can sign, but like you can't release or something like that. That would be interesting.
No, bro, that's not gonna work out because then you're gonna have dumb people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It would. It
You
would.
know how many
Yeah, but
people
what
would
if- what if you
write a
could-
retiring letter?
What if trades were limited? What if trades were
It's
limited?
an interesting idea, but it wouldn't work in practice. Just
Imagine Hartschool gets drafted to Air Game and he has to trade because he's not good at quarterback. Like, come on, dude. If you honestly say to yourself, if Zyro drafts me, I'm gonna quit the league. Like that's what a lot of people would do.
With that
I mean,
fantasy
that's.
draft,
I
you're
mean,
gonna
that's
see so
what.
many
That's what Chaos
retirements.
Brownie did. So.
Hey, Caps in
What?
OFL. Caps in OFL.
Get traded, are you gonna quit? Or...
Contracts have been a big thing for a while. People have said that those should be a thing.
What
I
about
feel
Caps?
like the league. I feel
You're
like the
gonna have
league and
people
also
that are gonna lowball people. They're gonna
feel
sign
like-
so you got like a cap space of like 50 mil.
I
And
feel like, dude,
people are gonna
OCF
be smart. Shut up.
Fuck up, my boy.
So you're gonna have to
Welcome
have
to,
50 mil cap space, and with that cap space, you're gonna lowball people, $50,000 or $500,000 per person. So that's gonna be easy to bypass.
I think there should be an
feel like-
eligibility form. You sign up to play the season, and everyone's inspected and all
Why
that.
the fuck
And
would you do that?
then you get a salary cap for each player. Each player gets like a
I
certain.
feel
like,
like, dude,
attached to them.
OCFA stops hiring retards. They need to hire people that are gonna say, you're not gonna start an OFA first. You gotta hire.
Could you imagine if they took like the top 30 quarterbacks and just made them a head coach, and just ran
You
with
know
that?
how bad that would be?
No.
It would
Not-
be
not
very
work
bad,
out.
but you know, I mean, essentially, if you're quarterback, you're already head coach most of the time. So,
Not really.
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I would like to head coach and just give people I know who didn't get a chance. Like I would get like Agent. I know none of you know who he is, obviously, because he hasn't gotten a chance besides the other team. Like I remember Pooh Huff. Do any of you guys even remember him?
Who?
Pooh Huff or Zeke Pooh?
Who Huff? Zeke? I know
Yes,
Zeke
yes,
Poo,
yes,
yeah.
yes, I do.
They were really good players, and then they just never got the chance to show out. That's the problem with friend teams. Like, how many people have you seen develop people now? How many who develops people besides like
Yeah.
one person that made that BOD? But every other team, like they fired Fareed, who was actually doing his job coaching players. Like, who would give Harper the chance if he was a head coach?
The problem
Come
with Freud, he's got blown out by 60 in the dumpster bowl. And you can't have that.
That doesn't matter if his QB's not there. I don't agree with them hiring like Vital Life is gonna hate me for this, but if she's not, like a bunch of head coaches just want to head coach and just force themselves at QB and realize their shit.
Well, the thing
and
about
then they're
Vital
gonna give it
Life,
to, like I'll take the wheel.
the thing about Vital Life is, and I have nothing against her. Like when I got suspended, she was really supportive, but she was in OCFA for like one season. She like head coach in OCFA for one season. She dropped down for a season. Then she came up to OFL for a season. I don't even think she spent a season in the OFL, and then she gets head coach
numbers up.
out of
She
nowhere.
didn't even put numbers up.
Yeah, she got head coach out of nowhere, which is weird to me.
The problem with that is
It's
you have
trash.
people with like long, good applications. They take this shit long.
And then they'll just hire someone
application.
that's like known in OFL or whatever.
Like Catch Aiden, I feel bad for Catch Aiden. He actually had like 19 pages.
Yeah, because
Yeah, they
there's
get
like
hired.
there's like kids who like they'll like
I read-
literally pour
I
their
read-
heart and soul, like if it was like if it was like an essay for school, and they'll apply with that. But then literally like it takes like someone to go to ERA or ADAT and be like, hey, can I get head coach? And then like they'll be like, okay, whatever.
Depends though. Depends. Like if they earned it, then, like Kingo Light.
It does
Like,
depend.
King,
Yeah.
they said Kingo Light or me should have got head coach. Like for one of them. Like Mexico should have. Like they said Mexico should have been my team since I was working for it. They said I
Yeah,
caught
it
like media. I was helping with media. Shut up, Mike. I'm Mexican. You're not. You're white. So yeah. So they said like I help with media. I helped those probably with a few things. They were like saying I could have deserved it, but you know how Air Gamer and some not. It's not even Air who hires. I think it's more like Ada and Ghostfile and
ADAT does.
Ghost.
ADAT does. Yeah, it's like ADAT, Mallard, and ERA, but
No, it's Radiance, Ghost Pilot, and
not Radiance.
ADAT does like
Randy-
they do the
Randy was in my interview.
they do the postseason hirings. I know that, but Era does all the mid-season hirings and stuff.
Can we talk about how shit the EB is? Just being honest, this is the podcast. Like
What's
sometimes the EB
Caravello
are just
doing?
shit.
What is Caravello
Nah,
doing?
Carvello, I like Carvello. Carvello actually helps. He responds to people. Same with, dude, like everyone hates on Carvello because how racist he is and how he doesn't take pride of head coaching the team as a player. He's actually not a bad EB. Like he actually helps people. Same with Lily, even though she's not a EB, but she's racist as fuck though. Sometimes.
Zyra, I'm gonna ask you a question, all right?
Yes.
Why the fuck is N-Hikes EB? That dude is a
If
league historian.
you, bro, be smart. Shut up. So if you could
Oh,
hire,
fuck
if you could pick the next Blizzard head coach, and it can't be Axter or anybody like a high rank on that team, who would it be?
Would be the next head coach of the Green Bay Blizzard.
That wouldn't be like Axter.
Let's see. Well, would you want a quarterback getting hired or like?
No, just who you think would do the best with what they have right
Who
now.
would do the best with that team?
As far as I'm concerned,
or
if-
recruiting
some-
potential too.
Someone who could like rebuild the environment right now. Darius Bueller, he's wanted head coach. Give it to him.
So you wouldn't say Mateo.
No, he is bad.
I think Mateo hasn't got. I don't.
I put him
I
at
don't think Mateo has
I
experience yet.
put him at quarterback for his freedom, and he did not know what he was doing. I don't get the hype in it.
Well, he does play on 20 FPS. I wouldn't lie to you. You didn't
Um,
know that he plays on 20 FPS.
I do know this though. I do know this that and this episode might come out after a head coach is hired, and like that's whatever. But like I do know that usually in a mid-season hire, they're gonna hire someone who's like never head coached before, so that they get like some extra games to kind of prove themselves a little bit, to see if they're actually ready for OFL. That's essentially what they did for me and Kara when we got head coach in season 26.
100 mil.
Yeah.
I think Hunter Mills what I get suspended too. He literally altered an NHFSA. I don't give a fuck any about remorse about him. He's actually annoying as fuck. You don't know he's about to get suspended soon, or he might get caught. He had Zeta account sharing with someone in OFL. I mean, in the side league, and they're in OFL.
But
That's what they did to Sif when he bought Robux for some friend.
But all I know right now is the only like high ranks on Blizzard that would really qualify, and I know they've like applied, would be like Lord Suno or I think Ponga applied.
Lord Suno's not getting hired, dude. Have you seen his reputation about alting and hacking? Like, have you not seen
All I
him?
know is that usually they'll look for someone on the team first who could head coach, and if they can't find anyone, they'll move on to a completely different, like they'll look through applications and stuff.
Dude, they should just.
I'm gonna make a surprise guess here. I think they're gonna hire a head coach. They're gonna hire Aiko's finest, Troy Carter, third. I think they'll.
Not him, dude.
But honestly, bro,
he head coached a while ago.
If I'm gonna take a guess on who they're gonna hire, let me look through y'all's group real quick first.
Me.
Actually,
They
you
won't
can't
hire.
head coach,
They won't
right?
hire Ferris Bueller. Dude,
I know they won't hire me because what happened was I applied for Toro's head coach when they were looking for one, and I talked to Era, and he was like, listen, like you like, because of everything that happened with me, that affected my status a lot. But also the fact that usually in mid-season they're not gonna hire someone who wants to try to head coach again. They're gonna hire someone that has never head coached, so that they get some games to kind of fit in and get a taste of everything, so that then they can head coach for a full season. And that usually if you're an old head coach and you want another chance at head coach, that's like a beginning of the season type deal. Like you apply at the beginning of the season or end of the season. If you're like a newer head coach that's never coached before, they'll hire you. But I do know it's like a tiebreaker thing. They'll look for someone on the team first who like has a chance of taking over. And if they can't find anyone, they'll go to like the applications and they'll actually look for someone. That's at least kind of my knowledge of how it kind of works.
I knew after they fired JB the first time and they hired V Dimers in mid-season. I remember this too. I knew when he got suspended. Like someone in the Discord snitched on him. I won't say the name, but I guess
Say
they
the
didn't want to
name. You know
hire
who it
anyone.
is.
Yeah, I know who it is, bro, but I don't want to get caught. 6 weeks misconduction. You feel me? I don't want to get.
Well, 6 weeks knowledge.
Nah, not that, not that. I told Eric I could be able to head coach, but I think it was mostly about like how they didn't want the same people to head coach the friend group because they were afraid they might owe or some shit. And I totally support that, but they hired Divine Derek, and now without a super team, look at him. He's not that good, dude. Like just being honest.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
Well, he did just 70 ball us, so I can't say anything on that.
who's us? Who's us? I didn't know. I'm not on that team. I left. You team to be Mexico. I left. Who's us? That's you.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not gonna
you
lie. Be
guys.
smart. You did ask me to come. You kept begging me to come this season.
No, I didn't.
Dude, let
It
me
was
start,
either
let
it was
me
up to you. It was
start.
up to you. It was up to you. It was up. If you told me JB did not care about the season, I probably would have gone to Sean. I like playing with Sean. He's actually cool. Same with Stinky.
Yeah,
No,
pause.
I like Stinky. I like playing with Stinky. He got so mad after the
Pause, bro.
homo. But like, if you told me JB was gonna start trying, like I would have probably like stayed, but he didn't want to try at all, so I just said I'm out. It's the problem. Like,
All right, well, that's it for episode 3 of the ALTPAULSIVE podcast. It's been a pleasure.
what the fuck is this?
It's been a pleasure, AstroworldMike and mexicanmamba47. Thank you for coming on. We hope to have you on a later podcast. If you would.
problem.
Turn my nigga.
All right, that will be it from the studio. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching today's episode of the ALTPAULSIVE podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please be on the lookout for more episodes coming soon. And be sure to follow. We would really appreciate your support. And also donate to our Patreon in the link below. And also stay tuned to the OFL Discord where you'll find more news about the ALTPAULSIVE podcast, the #1 podcast in the OFL. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day.